Welcome to Reality Rewire, presented by the Wisdom Network. We're here to explore the tools, practices, and healing modalities that create real transformation from the inside out. And today we have a special message from one of the practitioners from the Wisdom Network. And here's what they have to say.
Hello, beautiful souls. I am Dannielle Holmes, the Heal Glow Grow Coach, and we are about to speak on healing with words and sounds. And this is a space where we're about to explore the sacred art of healing through sounds and words. So let's take a second. I want those of you who are listening right now to take a quick breath with me. So I want you to inhale slowly and exhale. And for those of you who are here, you are here for a reason. And what I'm about to share with you is something that I believe lives inside of us all. And that is a memory that words and sounds can awaken. And before we get into the podcast, I wanted to share a famous quote from one of my favorite artists. And he is sharing his perspective on art and music. And it reads, "Art is how we decorate space. Music is how we decorate time." By Jean-Michel Basquiat. So let's start with this. Music is like a book. It has the ability to take you to various spaces and places and different years, different memories, and different moods. And in an instant, a single song can transport you back to a kitchen where someone you loved was once cooking. Or it can return you to the back seat of a car on a summer night with the windows down and the wind blowing in your hair. Back when life felt simple. It can remind you of a heartbreak you thought you healed from, or a joy that you forgot you had. And music is a healing instrument that you can use as a tool if you use it with intention. And music doesn't just play, it carries and it holds, and it also witnesses. And nowadays, most of us consume music passively, and we use it as either background music or while we drive or while we work or while we scroll. But when you choose to listen, and I emphasize on truly listening, that's when something shifts. You're no longer just hearing, you're receiving, and you're open yourself to whatever that song has come to offer you. And I feel like you should, fully immerse yourself in the experience and allow yourself to get lost in the vibrations of the beat and feel the steady pulse that your heartbeat eventually syncs with. And, allow it to remind your nervous system what rhythm feels like again. And also allow yourself to get lost in the potency of the words, the song lyrics, and that somehow knows exactly what you've been carrying. And sentences that name what you couldn't articulate. And I always found that to be amazing. A simple song can transport you to places that you've never been before. And if you think about it real quick, have you ever heard a lyric that made you stop breathing for a second? Like a line so perfectly timed to your life that it felt like the singer wrote it just for you. And in my opinion, I feel like that is not a coincidence. And I honestly and truthfully feel that that's resonance. And, that is your soul recognizing itself in sound. And the recognition that I would say that that's healing. And, healing at its core is about releasing and letting go. And music holds a space for you to do just that. And it's the perfect tool because it doesn't judge you. It doesn't judge you for how you're expressing yourself or how you feel, and it doesn't interrupt you. It doesn't try to fix you either. It sits with you, and it sits exactly where you are. And in my opinion, I feel like certain songs, they're like, I know exactly what you're going through. I know this feeling too. And, the words alone without music, those also hold a unique kind of medicine. And you can hear the true passion in the singer's voice without the distraction of the music around it. And I like to think of words as containers. simply because they carry meaning and they carry memory and intention. And when spoken aloud, they become vibrations that move through your body, sort of like a mantra. And when written, they become anchors for moments you want to remember or even moments you want to let go of. And I feel like there's a reason, some people read poetry or listen to music when they're grieving. And there's a reason why, some of us whisper affirmations when we're afraid. And I like to think of it as like the words are grounders. The words ground us. And they give shape to what feels shapeless. And they take the chaos in our chest and they turn it into something we can hold and something we can name, something we can eventually release. And when words and sounds come together, like when the potency of a language meets the frequency of music, that's where something powerful and sacred happens. And that's where healing through words and sounds becomes a practice and not just an experience. So like right now, like let's talk about creating your healing practice. And I know those of you who are listening, you're probably like, how do I begin, right? So how you begin is you simply start with intention. And before you press play, you should ask yourself, what do I need right now? Like, for instance, if you need to release grief, the best thing that you could do is choose a song that holds the space for you to cry. Or if you need to feel grounded, choose a rhythm that steadies you. Or if you need to feel empowered, choose lyrics that remind you of who you are. And then give yourself permission to be fully present and like just close your eyes and take a breath. And let the sound move through your body and let the words land where they need to land. And the beauty about that is you don't have to analyze and you don't have to understand. You just have to receive. And if something comes up like a tear or a memory or a wave of sensation, allow it. Like just let it happen. And just to let you know, like that is your practice and that's your healing. And there's no wrong way to do it. You just have to make the decision to actually do it. And just a little bit about myself, like I've spent a long time guiding people through healing, like through energy work and spiritual mentorship and just recently hypnosis, yay. And what I have learned is this: the energy system remembers what the mind tries to forget. But when it comes to sound, the sound speaks a language that the energy system trusts. And you don't have to figure everything out, and you don't have to have the perfect words. You just have to be willing to listen and to allow the melody to hold you and let those lyrics find you, and to trust that the healing that you need is already inside of you. And you just needed a frequency to wake it up within you. So today, I want those of you who are listening, I want you to choose one song. And I don't want you to use it as background noise, but I want you to use it as medicine. And I want you to sit with it and allow it to take you where it wants to take you. And I want you to take note what shifts within you or even outside of you. And that's my time. That's my time. And again, I am Dannielle, the Heal, Glow, Grow Coach, and I am absolutely honored to have been able to walk this path with you, to introduce another perspective and perception of music and how it can be used. And for those of you that are listening, if you're ready to go deeper, and when I say deep, I'm saying like through the alchemy of healing, I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you. I'm here to help. And you can find me at thewisdomnetwork.net. So until next time, people, keep listening and keep healing. Thank you for your time.
If anything in today's episode stirred something in you, that's a sign. And if you are ready to stop doing this alone, we have an incredible community of healers, spiritual life coaches, and hypnotherapists at the Wisdom Network who are ready to meet you exactly where you are and take you somewhere completely new. That's right. Head over to thewisdomnetwork.net, find your practitioner, and take that powerful leap forward. We'll see you in the next episode.